And there are people who form relationship with everything. I was seeing one English movie wherein one person is traveling in a ship, and it had a shipwreck something, and this fellow only survived, only fellow. He was in an island, and finally he was talking to trees, he was talking to this, he was talking to that, because he wants to let his team out, he wants to relate to something else. Right, sir? So it is quite natural to have a desire for relationship, quite natural to have an urge to sustain that relationship, and quite natural to enhance the beauty of the relationship. But unfortunately, the relationships which I am having now are not going to last long. They are transitory in nature. Okay, because I am forming with a relationship with a person who himself is not permanent, who has mind, and who is a Mudaha. Mudaha not in a negative sense. I have my own version of Mudaha, one who is given to moods. One who is given to moods is called Muda. That's all. So he also some moods, etc. So I can form a relationship, but I cannot sustain it as I want to, and I cannot nourish it as I want to, because limitations are here. So I will be looking for a relationship which is standard, wherein fluctuations are not there, wherein I can be what I am. That is your relationship with God. So psychology says you should have some God now. If there is no God, let us create one. Some psychiatrist is saying like that. If there is no God, no problem. Let us create one, because God is necessary for your mental strength and stability. So every ritual is connecting you to Parameshwara, that you belong to Him, you belong to Him, you belong to Him. And when, suppose, Barack Obama is your friend, you are related to him, really, a friend, then don't you feel a little more secure than what you are today? Don't you, sir? Some Raja is your friend. So with a little job of this much of money, I feel so secure. But today, tomorrow, a Raja is my friend, a close friend with whom I am really related to. So don't I feel more secure? Now here is a person called Ishvara who is brought into your life. Rajadhirajaya prasahya sahine namo vayam vai shravanaya purna. That he is presented as Rajadhiraja, the king of kings, everything, emperor of emperors, and whose benign looks, Karuna Kataksham is enough for all worlds to operate. Everything is there only because of his Karuna Kataksham. He has not done anything. That is why Vishnu is presented all the time reclining. People say this person who is called Sthitikaraka, one who is to maintain these words, 14 words, all the time sleeping on the serpent, that coiled bed. Why? What is the significance? That means he need not go to office to maintain all these things. In a relaxed position he can manage. That means it is nothing for him. All Brahmandas are nothing for him. They out of, like, even if he sees like this, that's enough. Then what is my life? It is even easy for him. So that very connection, that very bhavana gives me lot of security. Very bhavana makes me happy. We have one bhakta called Ramadas, who built one temple for Sri Rama in Bhadrachala. Bhadrachala Sri Ramachandra Swami. After the temple was built, etc., the Muslim kings have put him in the jail in Hyderabad, Golconda. Even today you can see that Ramadas jail. So 400-500 years back, whenever the time it was built, he was kept in the jail with no facilities, with no convenience around him, with no happiness, nothing, no sort of comfort. And they had some anger on him because he has constructed temple with government's money. So perverted fellows were there. So they wantedly gave lot of problem, which a general prisoner won't get. But still he sings a song at that time. Takuvemi manaku Ramudu okkadundu varaku Pakkatroduga Bhagavantudu mana Chakradhariyai Chandaneyundaga Takuvemi manaku Ramudu okkadundu varaku. beautiful idea. He's in a jail, surrounded by all sorts of people who are abusing him, and the king himself is angry with him, and this fellow was a Tahsildar, and Tahsildar suddenly put in jail behind the bars, now degrading name and fame. Still he says, Takku Vemi Manaku. What is that I am lacking? Ramudu Okkadundu Varaku, as long as that Ishvara Bhagavan Rama is with me, that person is enough. He is there, and this is happening to you, no problem, this is Rama Leela, whatever you want to do, let him do. I am happy because he is with me. That is enough for me. Now see the disposition. And what is our situation? Takwa, all the time I lack. You have lakhs, still you say lack. Maybe that is why it's called lakh. 1 lakh, another lakh is ready. Lakh is ready, lakh. There was a fellow who used to sell milk and live. Okay, he sells the milk and live. So one day he was going on a cycle in India. So he was giving milk to every house. So the cycle got hit with the stone, something, he fall down. And there was a small Shivalingam. And all the milk was poured onto the Shivalingam. And because it is auspicious Shivaratri day, Shiva felt so happy, Asutoshaha. He becomes happy for no reason. So he appeared before him and said, Bhakta, what do you want? He said, Bhagavan, what is this? Oh, you did Abhishekam for me, so I wanted to bless you. What is that you want? He said, I got tired and fed up with all these cows and milking them, etc. So I want to have a peaceful life. So shall I give you all the money, etc.? No, don't give me like that. Because only thing, if you suddenly give me all those things also, people will become jealous of me, Bhagavan. So only two thing you should do is, let them, I should not work for the cows and washing them, etc. Let me have a source of milk from where I can just collect the milk and give to all these people. Just collect and give. He said, okay, see. And there was a big lake of milk. All the time it will be like this, Akshayam. So you take and sell and be happy. So Bhagavan was about to disappear. Because he has come, he has to go now. So that God who comes has to go. So he was about to go, he said, Swami, wait. Why? What is that you want now? Please create one more lake for the water. Because you have given only drink. From where I can bring water and mix. What is this? So like that you have abundance of milk and Bhagavan saying it is Akshayam. No problem with that. You can collect any amount, it will be like that. Still this old buddhi comes, which says, I need water also. Like that we are lack. But Shastra presented so many rituals to say that you don't lack anything as long as he is with you. And he is with you all the time. Only thing is you have to acknowledge that relationship. You have to say that yes, I am related to him. From Bhagavan's side it is there. He is saying you are related to me. But from my side I should say I belong to him. From my side I should strengthen that relation. From my side I should nourish it. From my side I should constantly be in that field. For that rituals are given. So many people even in India, they come and complain to me that their children are in America. And anyone comes to America, it's a peculiar thing again. Everyone before coming they will say, I just go and learn so much skill and come back and serve. Coming back, I don't know. I think America prayanam is some Shukla Gati. Yad Gatva Nanivartante. Once you are gone. You cannot come back. This is Shukla Gati. If you know Shastra a little bit, in Bhagavad Gita it is said, having gone, there is no return. Like that. All the children are here. Now those old couple, though they have 2 cars and good bangla, everything, they feel that we want somebody to share. And whenever they get an opportunity to share something with me, 5 minutes of time, samjho us din pura mera kaam ho gaya. Because he shares so much, I cannot contain that much. Because this problem is there. So if we don't tap that every day, suddenly one day when you need him to say that I want God at that time, that is Sandipta Bhavana Kale, something, house is on fire and you are digging now. That should not happen. That is why our religion, without our knowledge, presented all these things, and somehow it said God is with you, God is with you, God is with you. And if you properly make use, tomorrow whenever you want a leaning shoulder, you need not go for a small adharam because Vishwadharam is available for you. Okay, I need not look for that shoulder which again wants another shoulder to lean upon. But I have Vishwadhara Tattvam with me who is ready to listen to me and answer, help me out from the problem. So that is the ritualistic worship. And people ask me, what is like how to do the rituals? Am I to do all the rituals or can I select etc. What to do? Whether you do all or you select, that is not the important thing. Better whatever to be done, whatever your time permits qualitatively to do. The idea is invoke the bhakta in you. First you should do. Without being a bhakta, you can never become a jnana. Spirituality is jnana vyavahara, if let us say like that. For our understanding, this is religion, that is jnanam. Religion and spirituality, if we say, without being a bhakta and get psychological stability, chitta shuddhi, chitta ekagrata, chitta samskaram, no possibility for anyone to become a jnana. Bhaktya jnanam prajayate. This is Gita Vakyam, Pramana Shastram. So unless you are bhakta, jnana cannot happen to you. And the very Upanishads and all those things, before commencement, they give a list of sadhanas. Sadhana chatushtaya sampannadhikarinam moksha sadhana bhutam. You have not yet opened the book, it says it is meant for sadhana chatushtaya sampannaha. And you, okay, this book is like this, Tatvabodha is a headache, I will open another book. Then he says, Vidivat Vidivadadita Veda Vedangatvena Apatato Adhigatakila Veda Addaha Nitya Naimittika Prayashchitto Pasananushtanena Nirgata Nikila Kalmashataya Nitanta Nirmala Swantaha Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampannaha Pramata. That's all. It's a lifetime project now. And doubt even I will like one lifetime to get that. And he says, having done all these things, what you become? Pramata, ayam adhikari. Now you become qualified, that's all. The qualification round is so much that forget about the other things. Why? Because it is saying, it's actually not difficult. If you follow the religion properly, that adhikaritvam is so simple because you have already done all those things. But because we never understood religion, we never understood the significance of ritual, etc. Now when you suddenly open an Upanishad or some prakaranam of Shankara, and he says Atmabodha, there is a text. Who is allowed to read for Atmabodha? Who is qualified student? How it begins? The very beginning words. Tapobhihi kshina papanam shantanam vitaraginam mumukshunam. That means, oh idiot, please close the book. Why? Tapobhihi kshina papanam, all papam should go. And what is tapas there? Karmanushtanam. Karma yoga is called tapas there because karma yoga can remove papa. Tapobhihi kshina papanam shantanam vitaraginam mumukshunam apekshoyam atmabodho vidhiyate avidhiyate, whatever. So such a qualification is mentioned. That means it's saying minus religion you cannot even come. Athato brahma jignasa. Here after all this we commence Brahma Vidya. What does it mean? After coffee and breakfast? No. It says after all this qualification, now Brahma jignasa. So before Brahma jignasa you should have dharma jignasa. You should have karma jignasa. Then come to Brahma. So religion, by presenting the rituals, is saying that God is with you. So make use of Him. This Saguna Ishvara Tattvam, make use of Him for Chitta Shuddhi. Then you are a qualified person. Then if you happen to hear Vedanta Vakyam, so appealing and juicy it will be that you won't get up and say, Abba, so dry a philosophy. If Vedanta is dry to you, that means you have come to Vedanta from back door. You have not come from Rajamarga. If you come from Rajamarga, this is so appealing that you will fall in love with Vedanta. But what to do? You have come in a wrong angle. And whoever comes in a wrong angle will have a problem. Because a proper approach is not possible. So, Shastra says, Spirituality in daily life begins with religious activity. And religious activity, any activity, is to strengthen your relationship with Bhagavan. And the second aspect begins there. Once your buddhi and chittam is stabilized, it got samskara, it becomes responsible. If you are not responsible to what is happening around you, if you are not responsible to your relationships, if you are not responsible to society, it's a proof that you are not a bhakta. That's all. But I call myself bhakta, and also people also call me bhakta. That is their problem and your problem. One fellow's name is Manmadha Rao. If you see his face for 5 minutes, he won't speak. But name is Manmadha Rao. What to do? Huh? Like that, calling yourself a bhakta, or people calling yourself a bhakta, is not an important thing. People can call anything. People don't know what is all this. So first find out whether as a bhakta, Shastra is qualifying me or not. And Shastra says bhakta is the one whose mind has become so pure, so stable, that he is able to feel, is able to have that sensitivity. Samvedana Shilatvam should come. But is this fellow Samvedana Shila? No. A bhakta, when he sees a flower, he is not seeing a flower, he is seeing manifestation of Bhagavan. To see manifestation of Ishvara in this flower, don't you require a sensitivity? How much sensitivity? Tell me please. To see there is beauty in the flower, you require a lot of sensitivity. Now to see that it is nothing but manifestation of that Nirvikara, Niranjana, Parabrahma, how much sensitivity we want? And where is that sensitivity? I am going to every temple, I worship every god, then what happened to you? That means that you are doing something else in the name of all this. So there, if you are a real bhakta, then second thing begins for you, is called ethical living. Now people complain to me, Swamiji, kya kare, bhakti to aa raha hai, magar this type of living is very, very hard. It is hard because you are not a bhakta. If you are a bhakta, it is quite easy. Why? You will feel, whoever becomes sensitive will feel, Atmanaha Pratikulani. Whatever hurts me, how can I do it to others? It's a minimum common sense, that's all. No Shastra should come and tell you. Dharma Shastra we don't require really. For more and more, Adharma Bhasa Dharmaha, Dharma Bhasa Adharmaha, for all those things we require Dharma Shastra. But to have minimum dharmam, I require only common sense. What you don't like others to do to you, don't do that to others. And the root of it is Atmanah Pratikulani Paresham Na Samachare. Mahabharatam we have this. Some sage is explained to Yudhishthira or somebody that don't even bother to look into all those things. If you want to conduct yourself properly, just this is the phrase. Atmanaha Pratikulani. Whatever hurts you, Paresham Na Samachare. Don't do that to others. Because that fellow also feels the hurt. Right? That is quite common. But that common thing is most uncommon because of our inability. That is, sir, of our inability, of our not growing properly, not using religious path. So, Hinduism exists in the form of value system. Right, sir? In the form of value system. That is why in Bhagavad Gita, Amanitvam, Adamhitvam, if he begins the values, Krishna, he becomes so hyper, at least 1 to dozens of values he enumerates at that time. Adveshta Sarvabhutanam Maitra Karuna Evacha, that's all. 2 more dozens he will say. And wherever he gets the opportunity, he goes on enumerating the values and he says, these values are called Jnanam. Arjuna asked him that, hey Bhagavan, what is Jnanam? He said, he enumerated so many values and said, this is Jnanam. Why? Jnana Janakatvat, Jnana Hetutvat. These are the values which give a chance, which create a space in you. From there Jnana can come. Space for Jnana, they provide. And like that we have lot of values. So people ask me, if I follow all these values, maybe I won't be a progressive individual, I may not acquire money, etc. But that is not the goal of life, to acquire money, etc. To have a peace of mind for myself and to contribute a little piece at least to one individual throughout my life. That is called progress. I have everything with me except peace of mind. Do you think that everything really matters? Nothing matters. I see a lot of people, every day I hear from people that बहुत कुछ है मगर ये मन अशांत है, क्या करे, अब बकवास हो गया पूरा. I have everything but everything became bakwas. Why? Because peace of mind is lacking. And there was a person, a writer, Joshua somebody, who wrote a book called Peace of Mind. It's a very well-known book. So, this peace of mind can come to me only when I follow certain values. Understand? So, values are very important. Hinduism has values. Now, lot of people who claim now, I am not religious, I don't like religion, religion is opium. They are all saying in the primary stage, but if they know that here is a religion which talks about value system and which gives lot of importance to that, will he say that this is wrong? It is because of our ignorance he is saying like that. Because of our hypocritical behavior he is saying like that. But second thing is you have to follow. That is called Daivi Sampada. You have to follow. Why? These values act as a lubrication while your transaction in the world. So what is it? Without lubrication, if something is moving, what happens, sir? Tell me. So there are two tubes, let us say, one bigger and the smaller. They are like this inside. The smaller one to transact with the bigger tube without lubrication, what will happen? It will create noise. So like that, a small tube, myself, and a bigger tube, society, and I have to transact, not I want to, I have to. Then whenever I try, some karra will come. That karra is called headache, karra is called psychological problems. That karra, and ultimately it makes a bigger karra, that is called depression. Depression. And depression is enough from one angle. If I am depressed from one angle, I will take that depression to everywhere. Understand? Depression begins where? Bay of Bengal. Will it stop there? I begin in Bay of Bengal and depression begins in Bay of Bengal. Whole South India is gone for good. Why? That is how depression is. So if it begins inside me, whoever is around and near, they are gone. And wherever the depression is, depression brings what? Depression in Bay of Bengal, water in Andhra Pradesh, rains. So depression inside my heart, water in my eyes, my wife's eyes, and whoever comes to everyone, water or water. Have read or not, sir? Why depression? Find out the root. Because you have not properly followed the value system. So let us follow the values. Whether others follow or not, it is for my good. Understand? If I follow the value, I can come back to my mental shanti, disposition immediately. If I don't follow, coming out is also a problem. Going inside is a problem. Coming out is a bigger problem. So that's why Shastra says, follow Daivi Sampada. Though you get material benefit or not, this is what is religion. You have to follow it. This is called spirituality. Then third, of course, Swadhyaya, scriptural study. Because having followed all those two things, if I don't inquire into the scriptures, I may not get the proper teaching. I will end up as a good person, not as a Jivan Mukta. So to get this degree called JM, you need to go for Shastra Shravan. Right, sir? So this is called spirituality in daily life. Follow the ritual in whatever the manner it permits. And whenever you are doing a ritual, don't be over concerned with Artha Kama and what I am doing. No. First feel that I am doing this as an expression of my relationship, to strengthen my relationship, to have that bhavana that Ishvara is blessing me. I am doing this ritual. If you start doing ritual like that, you want to do more and more, because every time you do, you feel He is blessing me. Every time you do, He is talking to me. Every time you feel He is for me.